And he knew his dad really well. And he said to his dad, "Tell me about your son." He said, "He's tough, he's got grit, but he said, I think he could use your type of coaching." And Paul decided to offer him a scholarship. Within a year, he was one of the world's best 800-meter runners. Here's a guy he might have to face if he's not in top shape: Isaiah Harris of Penn State.
Yeah, the start is not really that important in the 800. And hopefully no one gets thrown out. They have had some trouble with the athletes not getting their foot behind the line, but on it.
And they have not thrown anybody out in a longer race. You know, we saw this last night, to your point, Dwight. Let's see what they're saying.
Michael Cerrone was so good last year that he was ranked number 2 in the world in the 800 meters.
Figuring out which card we're going to go hold up here. See if it's green. Hopefully it's not red.
No, green or yellow, either one.
Yep.
There you go.
There's a warning or something. Okay, good. This is a classy crew down here.
Isaiah Harris on the outside was on the World Championship team for the U.S. last year. So both these guys with international experience. The 800 meters underway. 8 athletes on the track. They will stay in these 2 groups until they get through the second full turn.
Harris from Lewiston, Maine, played basketball and set the high school record in the state of Maine at 200 and 800. How's that for a combination?
One has to assume that Coach Ehring had a stern talking to his sophomore after the way he ran the prelim yesterday. He was very close to not advancing.
Right, well, we've got 10 seconds. 25.8 for the first 200 meters. All 8 of these finalists will become All-Americans. 8 is the total. You got to make top 8 to be an All-American in track and field.
In the 800, unless you're disqualified or you don't finish, you score a point, and that makes you an All-American. Mississippi State's Dejan Devereaux is taking it out, and not that brisk a pace, 52.6. And there goes Michael Cerrone. You can't miss him in that orange of UTEP, and he decides to go all the way to the front. And that may have been what Coach Ehring told him about from yesterday, and Isaiah Harris covers that move. So it's Cerrone in front, Harris in second, Devereaux in third as they get the bell. 200 meters to go, and Cerrone has got a lot of leg speed.
About 119 flat unofficially for 600 meters. He is the world record holder at 600 meters. That's his speed.
Cerrone's head much more level than is Harris's. Harris's shoulders are starting to move into his ears. But Cerrone's arms are starting to get a little bit wild, but strong finishing for the sophomore. And he atones for his marginal performance yesterday getting into that final. 1:45.15. That's the fastest time amongst collegians in the country this year. Number 2 all-time behind his coach, Paul Ehring.
That ties his collegiate leader. And as you said, the only guy faster that's ever run in this event collegiately is Paul Ehring, who coaches him.
Well, he was not about to be accused of dogging it today like he did yesterday. I'm not sure he needed that good a performance because Isaiah Harris was well back in second place, but Cerrone at 1:45.15, the second fastest 800 meters amongst collegians all time. He wins it with Harris getting second. Robert Heppenstall comes up for third. Daniel Kuhn of Indiana ends up fourth.